Libra placements, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. I hope you guys are doing well. So this is going to be for June 2nd through the 15th. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, which means not all the messages will resonate. If you'd like info on personals, the information for that is in the description box below. I also have my Essential Messages deck restocked, and I also have my Truthful Messages deck for sale. I'll try to use both of those today for you. And if you do purchase that, the first 10 people will get a free Evil Eye bracelet. It's just my way of saying thank you for supporting me. But back to the reading. The gender of the cards don't matter. You may have to flip the roles, and if it doesn't match, feel free to check out your other placements. We have Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups in reverse, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the World card, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you guys have a lot of people that are interested in you, especially through social media. It's like you're having an influx of attention, an emphasis on marketing or advertising. So if you do have something that you'd like to share to the world or to represent or to release, now would be the best time to do it, at least from now until the end of August. As the Queen of Swords energy is here, you've gained your crown. You're somebody who's very assertive. You're honest, truthful. You're someone who is resilient, independent, and you are more cerebral driven. It's like people think that because you're pretty if you're a woman, or because you seem naive if you're a man, that you don't have much to offer. But I feel like this is actually a secret weapon. You've learned how to use your discernment, and you've learned how to gauge who's worth the amount of information and knowledge that you have. This is also a sign of you being protected over yourself, over your assets, your money, your energy. This is you learning who's worth it and who's not. Because if you look at this Hermit energy, this is someone who seems like they've been through some sort of journey. And the Hermit is paying attention to the snake here. So you're like a snake charmer. You're noticing all of the narcissism in the world, all of the evil, the low vibrational energies, envy, jealousy, greed, lust. It's like you've learned a lesson that's helped you evolve past succumbing to this lower vibrational energies that most people in your lives haven't even been able to do. It's like you're the first person in your family to like break generational curses. You may even be the first one to reach some sort of millionaire status in the future, because you're meant to have some sort of accolade that involves other people, that involves even a business through social media, or involves you traveling worldwide. You're meant to be known worldwide, and people from the past that you've closed out cycles with are aware of this now. It's like you were almost cloaked or shielded. Your royalty, your ranking in the spiritual realm, or just your ranking in general, was shielded because you had a bunch of users and opportunists around you that never saw your work to begin with. And your ancestors, your guides, your spirit guides have been trying to wake you up. You're finally awake now, and you have your sword up, ready to cut out anything that doesn't serve you, ready to cut out jobs, old paradigms, limited belief systems, things that you've been programmed with. You're cutting out all major cycles in your life, and it's bringing you new opportunity, new relationships. However, there is one person from the past that, despite you closing out this cycle, despite you letting them go, this past person won't go away. It's like for the last 3-4 months, you've been trying to move on, trying to be open to new relationships. Some of you do have new people in your life. However, this past ex, past connection, past family members that you've let go of, they have not let go of you. And because you've now rised up in some way, shape, or form, because you've had an increase in income or even ranking, these people are even, they're more unable to walk away from you than they were in the past. So if you were dealing with somebody that was obsessed with you in some way, shape, or form, their obsession has become worse, or the lust or the greed that they have when it comes to having you or having access to you. Because remember, you never used to be this way. You never used to be guarded. You were open. You'd throw love freely to whoever came around you, to your vicinity. But now you're learning that there's demons out there. There's people that will take full advantage of you. They will drain you until you're completely dried up like a prune. And because you had to go through this major lesson that involved either a love interest, friends, co-workers, a combination of all three, you learned how to walk away from things that you had a strong attachment to. This could even be like codependencies that were highlighted, attachment issues that stemmed even from childhood that were highlighted by these people that were snakes. that were shapeshifters, and this shapeshifter is coming back to give you like this final offer, this major opportunity, because whoever they left you for, whatever they left you for, whatever situation they thought would be more lucrative or profitable, it didn't turn out that way at all. Actually, they ended up losing not just you, but everything that they gambled as a result of the relationship with you and them ending. With the Six of Pentacles, you learned the major lesson of equal give and take. You learned that just because you love someone to the moon, it does not mean that they're going to love you that same way back. The Six of Pentacles is gauging what's worth it, who's worth investing into, because your life purpose involves you being someone who is wealthy, not just in a material aspect, but like spiritually wealthy as well. And you're supposed to give that wealth or that knowledge to people, yes, but only to the ones that are deserving of that. And as a high priestess, you're somebody who's a seer, an oracle. You have the energy of the crone. Like, you're able to predict how things will play out. I'm sure your intuition when you were dealing with this person was trying to scream at you, but you know, at the time you maybe thought that this was someone that you can trust, people that you can trust. You learned that lesson. This past person wants to come back in because their life is not the same without you in it. Now that you've been away from this Knight of Cups for a couple months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years, however long it's been, this person's life has just been crumbling down. It's been like a domino effect. Everything that they siphoned off of you, all the energy that they used to build their life with their car, their home, their job, their career, all that energy that they had, they drained it from you. But not because they don't have that inspiration, now that they don't have access to the energy that leads to God, because we have a lot of major arcanas here. You're somebody who has a major influence with the people that are around you, and it's not until that sun sets, it's not until you're removed, that they see how much influence and how much baggage you were truly carrying on your back. This person's life is not the same. They have fallen from grace. If this was a man and he had a double life, that double life has been exposed, not only like to the church, but to the community and whoever was around this person. So they're having the same embarrassment that was highlighted towards you, towards them. They're understanding how it feels. And if you were left for someone else, that person that they left you for was just, no shade against sex workers, but it's like this person only wanted a specific asset, or they wanted something in particular, and once they got whatever it was that they wanted from your ex, from your friends, from your former associates, this person ghosted and fled as fast as they came in, and it left this Knight of Cups in desertion, the same energy that they left you in. And now they want to come in and try to force this cycle open, and it's like, bro, we don't have time for that. You two, you and this Knight of Cups are looking in complete opposite directions, which means that your life paths are different. This may have been someone that was supposed to be riding with you to success, but because they chose to sacrifice you, and it was the manner and how they did that. There's nothing wrong with falling out of love with people and deciding to go your own way. It's the way, the malicious intent that this Knight of Cups had with you and how they ended the relationship or the friendship. This person gaslighted you, made you feel crazy, gaslighted your gifts. This person went around to other people, tried to make it seem like it was your fault. They were on this ego. They went rummaging. They went through this parade of just like tarnishing your image and trying to make themselves feel and look better. And this may have worked with past exes and past people, but you can't do that with somebody who's crowned. You can't do that with someone who's divine. You can't do that with someone who's intelligent. You didn't even open your mouth. You didn't even go trying to clean up whatever mess this Knight of Cups did. Everything just crumbled down on its own. And that's the kind of power that you have. Is like you don't even have to really do anything. Your guides did everything for you. It's like you've been vindicated in some way. All these people that talk mess behind your back, it's all now being shown who the snake really is. Because if you look at this Knight of Cups, this person's wearing a mask. It's like they were shape-shifting amongst various people or groups, and they tried to use you as fuel. So whenever this person didn't have anything to really show, or you know, if they didn't have any accolades, they didn't have any money, they used you as a target, bringing you down, charge their battery up. It helped them succeed and ascend, but you know, that energy only lasts for a specific amount of time. It ended. All that has ended now. You're now pursuing new things. New connections. Look, Six of Swords. You're moving on, moving forward, moving to a calmer place. Some of you have a new love interest that's about to enter your life. This will be somebody who will help take care of your kids, or you're meant to have children together if you don't have any kids. But you're moving on to a calmer place. Some of you are physically moving state, different countries, different cities, moving to a different home, away from this chaos that was brought into your life, away from any trauma, any stressors that were put in your life because of this person. And your intuition has actually gotten stronger. The High Priestess, twice, you were dealing with people that were shapeshifters, people that could have even been agents of the devil, just like you're somebody who works for the divine. God works through you. You have people that get hijacked by the devil, and this was all a lesson to learn. You were meant to go through this. You were meant to deal with this karmic person. They had an expiration date in your life. Some of you tried to make this connection last longer than it should have, and once you went past that expiration date, it's like it became harder. It became difficult to even maintain any type of connection with this Knight of Cups, and you had no choice but to move on. This was something that was meant to help you ascend and advance your gifts, and it was also meant to help bring stability in your life, because you're being crowned. You are being gifted some form of stability, some sort of gift from the universe for being able to release this person that was like a stage 10 clinger. This person would stalk everything you do. They still actively stalk everything that you do. They just have to do it from a distance now because they no longer have access to you. So they will stalk your family members, your friends. They'll stalk everyone on your comments list. Stalker, stage 10 clinger vibes. This person has options. So you left this Knight of Cups with whatever options that they wanted. And now that they have all those people, none of them bring them satisfaction. Like, this person's like, they can't figure out why they can't let you go. It's like, I have all these people chasing after me or raving after me, and all of them leave me feeling bored and discontent. What is it about the Libra placement? Because it starts off with you. What is it about the Libra placement that brings this person such honor or such... Because you exude, you're just mysterious. You have so many layers to you. When people think that they know who you are, it's like you go through these transformation and these phoenix rising from the ashes stages where you become a brand new person, and you always had this Knight of Cups enticed. Initially, they may have thought that you were boring because you didn't come with chaos and drama and constant fighting and just like gaslighting. They may have thought that that was boring, so they went off to whatever they thought would be better. Any of these options. Now these options, despite this person being in a relationship, either a full-blown relationship or just being surrounded by people, they feel lonely. They feel alone. They feel like the one person that they had that understood them, that loved them unconditionally, that took them with all of their vices, it's not worth it to this Knight of Cups if you're not in the mix. If they can't juggle you with their other options, it's not worth it. Because those other options were only attracted to this Knight of Cups because of your energy. Are you seeing what the main idea of this reading is? It's like you are the power. The power comes with you. So anyone that you feed your attention to, your time, your energy, you blow them up. You give them that luck and success. So the last thing you want to do is give luck and success and protection to evil people. And we have the star energy here, which is all about healing. You're somebody who is a galactic healer. Your healing transcends just the people that you're around. It's like if you're on a plane, that plane is protected. Nothing's going to happen to it because you are somebody who serves as some form of like buffer. Yes, we all have our qualities. Everyone is unique, but there's something about you in particular where the divine gave you gifts because they could see the purity in your heart. If you look at the star energy, her heart is just like exuding with love and pureness and just oneness. And it's like you have this, the world coming out again. You have this purpose that involves bringing the world together, that same energy, that same consciousness, that same light. But in order to get to this phase, in order to get to this life purpose, you do have to go through a lot of chaos. You do have to be tested mentally as well. This is you being tested even as a child. The type of like gang stalking and bullying and isolation that you've been going through, this has been on and off since you were a child. You are somebody that does have a heavy level of protection, but this protection, it depends on what you're allowing to come into your life. It depends on like the hazards that you put yourself into. So you still have to use your discernment despite having a lot of spiritual protection, because you are somebody who's curious. You attract people that tend to gossip a lot, or just people that become infatuated with you, people that want to ride on your coattail, and then they want to cut out your success. They want to stop your light. They want to stop the fact that you're the high priestess. With the moon energy here, it's like you attract both types of people, both evil and people who are of light. And you have to be able to use your discernment, because you're the person in the middle, to use your discernment on who's worth giving this knowledge to, because there's some people that you have to protect yourself from. I feel like you learned a lesson that not everyone that approaches you has good intentions, or not everyone that's around you can trust. Some of you may have just been so open to the point where it made you vulnerable, but now you've learned how to protect yourself. You have some sort of weapon that you didn't have at the beginning of this journey. So even if you feel like you've lost a lot dealing with people that wasted your time in some way, shape, or form, you gained more than you know of. Because of a lot of what you've gained, it's not things that you can put a monetary value into. Like the knowledge that you gained, it can even bring you long-term prosperity, such as like creating books, podcasts, your own YouTube channels where you spread the knowledge that you had, just like it's doing for me, and it's generating income. That's long-standing. So let's see. Libra placements. What do you guys need to know at this time? The Hermit. That's the second time this energy has been here. So you're coming out of this period of like isolation, or just being more focused on yourself, or not really having much to do with others. And with the King of Swords, look, you've elevated. You went from the Queen to the King of Swords. You're now at the period of where you've gained structure. You have some form of routine in place, even if it's not something like substantial. You know what to do to gain power or authority. You're somebody who knows how to use your discernment. You know when to use the sword. In the past, you were just very open that you didn't know how to protect yourself. But now, because you dealt with very manipulative, abusive, dangerous, power-crazed people that are dishonest, they're inhumane in how they deal with others. These were people that lack integrity. They're ruthless and irrational. And it taught you how to hold back. Because if you look at this woman, she's like, no, I'm not giving you my money, my energy, my time, my effort, everything that I worked so hard to do. You're learning who's worth it and who's not. You can't save everyone. And those of you that were played or left for someone else, whoa, you got a whole lot of options. Look at this. King of Swords, King of Cups, Knight of Coins, and the Emperor. If you ask me, out of all these options, I'm definitely going with the Emperor, because the Emperor is a person that's already gone through their lessons. This is the person that embodies the divine feminine or the divine masculine. So out of all the options that you have, one of them will be someone who's between the ages of 25 and 45. This will be somebody who is patient and responsible. They have a practical way of approaching relationships. However, this Knight of Pentacles will be very, very slow in giving you what you want. So let's say, for example, you want to get engaged in 3-4 years. This person's going to take 6 or 7, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, the slowest to commit, the slowest to put that final nail in the coffin. But once they commit to you, they will decide to commit to you. And this is somebody who may even be a workaholic. They will choose their job over you. So be careful. We also have the Emperor. This is going to be someone who's a boss figure. If they're not a boss, they're just meant to be in a position of power. And this Emperor will be the person that brings the most happiness and joy into the picture. So it doesn't matter how many options that you have, because you have a tendency of also attracting King of Cups energy. They come in loving, caring, nurturing, emotional. They tell you everything that you want to hear. But this is all just a manipulative tactic. This could be the energy of like a con man or a cheater. Or if this is a woman, she's known to indulge in affairs. This is someone who will give you all of their energy at first, but then they'll withdraw it as a way to manipulate you. So it doesn't matter how many options you have. Look, you could have 4 people. We have 4 people on the spread. You could have 4 people here, but only one of them is worth holding on to. Only one of them is worth fighting for. And that person that's worth fighting for is this Emperor. And if you're male watching, this would be the energy of the Empress or the Divine Feminine, the person that's mostly focused on themselves, the one that can't be easily swayed, the one who, despite whatever options, despite whatever people throw themselves at this Emperor, this will be the one that will have enough restraint to value the connection and whatever arrangement you guys have in store. But happiness and joy is this is what's coming in for you. But in order for this happiness and joy to happen, there has to be exposure. You're going to see people around you getting exposed. For the majority of you watching, this is 1 to 2 people that you thought you could trust. However, one of them you're going to find that has been only giving you information, or has been only helping you as a means to help themselves. So be aware of like beggars and opportunists. If you have some sort of platform, be aware of people trying to collaborate with you or wanting to work with you so that they can benefit off of you, because you're the prize, like we've been saying this entire time. So let me use my Essential Messages deck. If you want to purchase this, the link is in the description box below. What do you guys need to know? What do you need to know? Hacker or cybersecurity in reverse. I had sex with someone that you know. What is this that just fell out? Blackmail or leverage to keep quiet. So some of these people that you're going to attract, if it's a love interest, they will try to have sex with people that you know, your friends, your family members. Look, you're not the only one. These are people that like to be involved in third parties. They may even have secret babies and secret children. So it's important that you just deter yourself from anything that seems chaotic. Anyone that makes you feel unsure, makes you question where the connection is going. They're wasting your time, and then they're stringing you along straight to hell. They don't love you like I do. Look, the Emperor, I threw that right on top of the Emperor or the Empress. They don't love you like I do. Out of all these options, out of all the opportunities that will be available to you, there's going to be one person in particular that's not going to play with your mind or your heart. This person is actually going to truly love you. So despite any options that you may have, only one of them is going to bring you true love. Use your discernment. We also have I wish you were dead in reverse. There was a past person that you were connected to, a past ex, who now wants to be single and commit to you. Look, please just hear me out at the bottom of the deck. And I wish you were dead in the past. This person did something to you that completely turned the relationship. And I feel like it goes even beyond cheating and lies and gang stalking. I feel like this person may have even tried to... I don't know if it's hurt you physically or set you up or even use some sort of magic against you. Some of you may have been tied to families that have ties to magic in some way. You'd be surprised who practices, you know, brujeria, who practices voodoo, who practices... You would be freaking surprised behind the scenes. But yeah, you did have an ex that tried to team up against you with an ex or a karmic partner. Yeah, exactly. Queen of Pentacles. You have an ex that teamed up with a witch, a Jezebel spirit, an incubus spirit. This was a woman who was after money, accolades, because the Queen of Pentacles is usually someone who is focused on money and career. But in this sense, because it feels negative, this was a pretentious person, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that practices dark magic in some way. And your ex teamed up with this person to try to bring you down out of jealousy, out of greed, because they were mad due to you. Ever since you walked away from this person, it's like your life just continuously leveled up in some way, because you called your energy back. You no longer had someone draining you, and this person went to team up with someone else to try to bring you down. And what they did or didn't know is that this woman practiced magic, and this woman was trying to cause some form of chaos to you, whether it's through health, whether it's targeting your car, targeting your kids. It is possible. And if you feel like, oh, prayer just helps, ignorance is not protection against dark magic and things of that nature. It's important for you to inform yourself of what's possible so that you can protect yourself, because I have had this happen to me where people have sent things my way on multiple occasions, and it has affected me even during pregnancy. So it's important that you watch out. You pay attention to the signs. If you have dreams of someone doing something to you, those are all signs that need to be paid attention to. But whoever you were teamed up against, they were actively trying to keep you stuck. They were actively trying to possibly even take your life in some way. And that's what this person, this past ex, did. That is unforgivable, because they're having to pay some form of karma because of what happened to you. This person's karma is so severe. This past ex or the past people that you were connected to, they're having like 5 to 7 years of karma, of feeling left out in the cold, of having no spiritual protection, of dealing with poverty, of dealing with the lack of love in their life. If you were connected to somebody who left you during pregnancy, or you know, they just left you in a very chaotic state, they left you when you needed them the most, when some of you were even having health issues, just know this in and out chaotic person, this Knight of Wands, they could have had heavy fire placements in their chart. They're going to be stuck the same way that they wanted you stuck. There may have even been like moon rituals that were being done against you, candle magic, all because of the fact that you stood your ground. You were not willing to take third parties. You were not willing to be juggled. You didn't want to be in an open relationship. You didn't want to be with somebody who just played and toyed with you consistently. You got tired of it. You woke up one day, you got out of this stuck stage because someone was keeping you stuck. This past person, past ex, they were keeping you stuck somehow. They were feeding you something. They were actively doing magic on you. You'd be surprised what people would do behind closed doors. And with the Five of Wands, all those people that you were connected to, they're now fighting amongst themselves as you now sit on your throne, as you enjoy the peace, prosperity, as you move forward, as you have new connections, new beginnings, new hobbies in your life. You have two people that are stuck here. This woman that tried to actively do something to you because she was interested in your person, or whoever used to be your person, she's now facing the same demons that she tried to summon towards you. So I feel like some of you may have gone through something chaotic in your life, or there was just a period of time where it seemed like you just had consistent bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. Someone was doing that to you. But that has worn off, and everything's going back full circle. It may have something to do with the Saturn return energy that we're now in, because you're now the official person. You've gained ranking in some way by dealing with these people that now have despair. They're having job issues, job losses, relationships endings, and you now have this path to success. And the people that you're leaving behind, you're leaving them in bad health, while you gained some sort of mature man. So if you were dealing with a man that was immature, inconsistent, slept with whoever, really didn't value themselves, didn't love themselves, therefore they could not love you, you're getting someone who's mature in return. But you are being asked to just work on your money, focus on your career, focus on the things that brings you income, and know that you will have a new home that's in store for you. And anybody else that caused you chaos or harm or trauma, they're all getting it. What do you need to know about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse that teamed up against you? I have money, but I'm still feeling lonely. So they wanted money. They got the money. Now they're still feeling lonely. This person is now having legal issues, immigration issues. Yeah, because of messing with you, now this person's stability is about to be completely thrown off the wall. We also have, I feel I do not deserve you. None of these people deserved you. And they're realizing that, because without you, they're now left in despair. I do this with everyone, no hard feelings. So whatever was done to you in the past, please don't take it like as if it was you that did anything wrong, because you were dealing with snakes that would have like done this to anyone else, regardless of whether it was you or not. We also have abundance. You have abundance coming in the form of relationships, connections, money even, and you were dealing with liars now that all of a sudden now want to come in and tell you some sort of truth. And this truth is the fact that they're intimidated by you. So this past individual, what do they want to tell you that they don't have the guts to tell you? If you take me back, I'm just going to play you again once you take your guard down completely. So yeah, this person, stay away from them. They're a snake. They will always be a snake. It's not the right time. Live your life freely and date. We'll be back together soon. So this person feels like they have some sort of hold on you. They feel like you guys are just meant to be, and regardless of who you end up with, time and life will just bring you back together. This person's delusional. You're really going to throw everything that we have away for that? How disappointing. So this person knows that you have options coming in, or they can sense that you have new love. And once this new love comes in, they're going to freak out. And they're going to learn that everyone after you has betrayed, deserted, and mistreated me. And it mirrored what I did to you. So you were sent to this person as a mirror. And this is why they treated you the way that they did. What's better than having all of them chase you at the same time? Because I'm in control. This person's ego got the best of them, and they lost everyone. Everyone that they had chasing after them, no one's around this person. That's why they're lonely. We also have no one has made me want to change and become a better person like you. And whenever things are going well, one of us gets triggered and self-sabotages. So this person's admitting that they did self-sabotage this relationship with you. That deck is my Truthful Messages deck. You can purchase that below. But yeah, that's the end of your reading. Let me see what triggers do you guys need to focus on at this time. Shadow work. Envy. Remind yourself that no one has it all. It's okay to celebrate others' successes. You are truly good enough. And know that just because someone else is being celebrated, it doesn't mean that your time is not coming. And this may be what you trigger in other people. Envy. And the last thing is obsessiveness, which is what we were talking about all along. You keep attracting people that just have this obsessive attachment to you. And it's because of the fact that you have the light of the divine. And people can't get this energy anywhere. Write down what you are obsessing over. Realize that it is emotionally draining you. So this also works in regards to you. When you have things that you keep obsessing over, writing it down and getting it out will help. And it's probably trying to bring attention to something in particular. So thank you guys so much for your support. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. If you'd like to donate, the link for donations is in the link below. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.